Hi there, I'm Sean Davis. Did you know that in the country of Japan there are 1,500 earthquakes every year? My friends who live in Japan wrote a story about a real earthquake that happened there not too long ago. It's called Pippy the Piano and the Very Big Wave. I'd like to read it together, but before I do you know what an earthquake is? It's when the earth rumbles. Well, the earth rumbles and it shakes and it quakes. I think that's why they call it an earthquake. Let's read this story together. Pippy the Piano and the Very Big Wave, written by Roger Lowther and illustrated by Sarah Dusek. Let's begin. In the country of Japan, nestled between tall green mountains on one side and the wide blue ocean on the other, lies the beautiful town of Kamaishi. In the town of Kamaishi, there was a little church, and in this church there was a beautiful piano named Pippy. Pippy loved to make music with the people of that church. "I'm the happiest piano in the world," he thought. One day the ground began to shake violently, up and down, left and right. Crash! Smack! Kerflap! Dishes fell from shelves. Books toppled from bookcases. Oh, what's going on? When at last the shaking stopped, Pippy was surrounded by a big mess. Huh! That was scary. Suddenly, Pippy heard terrible screeching sirens outside. He heard people shouting. Something sounded like distant thunder. What's that noise? Black water began creeping under the door. Oh no! It swirled closer and closer all the way to Pippy's feet. It climbed higher and higher all the way to Pippy's stomach. Pippy flipped and tumbled and thrashed, but the dark water completely covered him. Help! I'm When the water finally returned to sea, everything was covered in a thick layer of mud. Electric poles bent over at funny angles. Cars and trees lay on their sides. Boats sat on rooftops. When the people came back to their church, they found Pippy upside down under a big pile of mud and debris. "Oh no, the poor piano," they said, and cleaned him off as best as they could. A little girl came over and tried to play Pippy. Blank, plunk, ping! To her surprise, a note rang out. "The piano can still make music," she cried. Everyone felt so encouraged they decided to fix their church. Pippy watched from under a clean blanket as the people worked all around him. They tore down and rebuilt every wall, and tore up and relaid every floor. They fixed the tables and chairs. "Will they fix me too?" Pippy wondered. One day, a kind man came to Pippy. He took off his blanket and looked at him very carefully. He inspected his wooden legs and opened his lid. He pressed the keys. "You've been through a very hard time," the man said softly. "But you're going to be okay. We're going to fix you because you're a very special piano." The kind man put Pippy in the back of a truck and drove off to his workshop. For a long time, people worked on Pippy. They cleaned every pin and replaced every screw. When at last the man brought Pippy back to church, everyone exclaimed in surprise, "Why, Pippy, is that you? You look so different." Different? Different how?" The man spoke kindly. "Pippy, that big wave hurt you terribly, and you have many scars. Now you have some very special marks, too. There's a very special flower the symbol of this city. This lily grows even on dangerous mountain cliffs and shows strength in difficult times. Pippy admired his new music stand. The rainbow was given to Noah and his family after they survived a huge flood. It was a promise everything would be okay. Now the cross is where the waves of hate and death hit Jesus, but his love won and his life conquered. The flower, the rainbow, and the cross are all signs of incredible hope. Thanks to you, Pippy, we remember that we too are cleaned and rebuilt and remade, more beautiful than we were before. Pippy loves to make music and bring hope to the people of that church. I'm the happiest piano in the world. The end.